Hi, I'm Pat Kelly. Okay, so in this problem, they're asking us to find the sum of the square differences for the given data and the given model. So the situation is that you have these data points, and you know the old familiar ordered pair x comma y, right? And in this model is supposed to predict what the y values might be. We have the actual y values. You can see I've laid them out in my table here. So it's all a matter of seeing how far off that model is, okay? So in order to do a problem like this, I would suggest setting up a table like this. You see what I have is all of the x values in the top row, and those are right from the data they give you, and the y values as well, right from the data that they give you. And then these last few rows of the table we're going to fill in. You're going to want to have a calculator handy. You can see my next row, what I'm looking for is the y star, the predicted y value for each x value. So we're going to take this equation, your y star equation, and compute for each x value what y star would be. So you grab your calculator and you're talking about taking a -3 and plugging it in for x. Plug and chug and find out what that value is. The reason I'm talking and not doing it yet is because looking ahead and realizing I need to do it for each of the x values, what I'm going to do is grab a graphing utility actually, because if I put this into my y equals the 0.29 x squared plus 2.2x plus 6, I can use the table feature to fill all of these in. I'm not suggesting you need a graphing utility though, because a good old calculator will do the plug and chug. You'll just have to take a little bit longer. So with my table feature, I'm ready to fill in some values here. For a -3x value, my y star should be 2.01. For -2, 2.76. For -1, 4.09. For an x value of 0, 6. And for an x value of 1, 8.49. Okay? Now in the next row, we're looking to subtract y minus y star. So in our table, this second row is subtract the third row. Okay? So 2 take away 2.01. Have your calculator handy if you want. I might try to do some of them in my head. And I might have to write a little bit small to squeeze these in, but I'm just subtracting this purple minus that green, right? So 2 minus 2.76, negative 0.76. 4 subtract 4.09, negative 0.09. 6 minus 6, should I use a calculator? 0 for that. 8 minus 8.49, negative 0.49. Look okay? Once you're done with your fourth row, the fifth row is to square the result of the fourth row. So the negatives aren't going to even come into play. So what I'll do in my next row is just square the number right above it, and I am going to go to a calculator for this. Okay. A negative 0.01 squared, 0.1230 0.76 squared. I'm going to omit the leading 0 and just start with my decimal place, just so I can try to fit them in my table here. So 0.5776. 0.09 squared, 0.0081, 0 squared, I'll just do that one again, 0.49 squared, negative 0.49 squared, 0.2401. Okay, so you're done with your table. And the point of the table then is each entry in the last row is one of your squared differences. If you remember the directions, we're supposed to find the sum of the squared differences. So you're going to take this row and add, which again, I'll resort to my calculator for this, but I'm looking at 0.0001 plus 0.5776 plus 0.0081 plus 0 plus 0.2401. And I am getting 0.8259. Hopefully you got the same thing. That's what they're looking for. The sum of the square differences. It takes a little bit of work, but that's what we're looking for in this problem. Okay? Hope that helps with some of the other ones that I know you'll do on your own.